Yeah, I think, Ellie, this Indian side, particularly in home conditions, the hardest bowling attack to face because they've got Bumrah, Shami, Yadav. They've got the youngster Siraj just got 5 from Brisbane, and they're talking won't even play in the first Test match. The one fortune for England is that Ravindra Jadeja's not going to be fit for the first couple of tests at least, and he is an incredible all-rounder, averaging over 50 with the bat in the last couple of years, an average of 23 with the ball, bowls them fizzing left-arm spinners on the wickets that we'll find in India. It'll be a good loss for the England side that he's not playing, but you just know Washington Sundar, he potentially will play. Aksa Patel may play, Kuldeep Yadav might play. So they've got the spin options, they've got the pace options. And I look at the series that England have just had in Sri Lanka. Realistically, Sri Lanka had one bowler, and that was the left-arm spinner. Emendelia was fantastic. India will have 4 bowlers of high quality. Whoever they pick, there'll be 4 quality bowlers, spin, seam, you name it, pace, skillful seam bowlers. And in the batting department, Sri Lanka had Angelo Matthews, Tiramani, a bit of Dickwell, a bit of Chanima. So say 2.5 high-quality Test match players. India will have 8. They'll have 8 players that potentially can get
they'll
Test
have
match.
Kohli back, apart from anything else.
Yeah, Kohli's back. Ravi Ashwin will be at 8. He gets, he's got 4 Test match centuries batting at number 8. So it's a different proposition. That's why it's a great challenge for this England team at this point in time, where they've won in South Africa, beaten the West Indies at home, beaten Pakistan at home, beaten Sri Lanka away. 4 series on the trot where they've won. The next step now, what you're going to be like against the best. It's a real good challenge for this team in the progression that they're on towards, hopefully this year, doing something very, very special, particularly in about 10 months' time. Yeah. The problem in India, Ellie, is that you can play really, really well and lose. I thought England on the last tour competed really hard, but they just didn't have enough in the bowling department to get 20 wickets, and they got found out in the second innings when it was spinning out the rough, and Jadeja and Ashwin were doing all sorts of tricks. So you can play really well in India and get beat, and you can potentially lose 4-0 and play quite well. I mean, that sounds ridiculous, but it's possible because India are such a good team. They're a powerhouse. The one thing that if England start well, I think there'll be a bit of pressure start to be building on Virat Kohli, the captain, because Ajinkya Rahane took over in Australia. He got the huge rap of the way that he managed the team and potentially the way that his more loving management of the likes of Rishabh Pant, the youngster Shubman Gill. They weren't fearful of this powerhouse of Virat Kohli, who I think they're all a bit intimidated by him because he's a superstar. So if England can start well and keep Virat quiet in the first Test match, the pressure may build on the Indian side. But I do think, they won there a few years ago in 2012 by going 1-0 down. I don't think England will come back from going 1-0 down. I think it'll be a hard tour if they lose that first Test match.